So, parents, let's talk. You've been doing the work. You've been praying and you've been speaking the word, the scripture. And you've been catching yourself when fear shows up, and you've been choosing to trust God instead. But if you're honest, you're looking at your child and nothing really looks different. Then you think to yourself, what do I do when I've done everything, but nothing has changed? Now, this is where it gets hard. Not when you don't know what to do, but when you do know what to do and you're doing it, but you're still not seeing the results. This is where a lot of parents get discouraged. They start thinking, is this even working? Is God really moving? Am I missing something? Now, I want to give you a different perspective in this moment. Just because you don't see movement doesn't mean nothing is happening. It says in scripture, Hebrews 11 and 1, now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. Faith is not proven in what you can see. Faith is revealed in how you stand when you can't see anything changing. Anybody can feel confident when things are improving, but standing when nothing looks different, that is where your belief becomes real. That's where it's tested. This is something that I need you to understand. The enemy will often use delay to try to pull you back into agreement with doubt. He don't attack your prayers. He whispers to you nothing's working. Nothing's changing. Go back to worrying. Go back to controlling. But how many of you know that delay is not denial? It says in Galatians 6 and 9, let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Notice that there is a harvest, but there is also a proper time. What you do in the waiting determines whether you stay in faith or drift back into fear. I know you've been praying for your child, and then you see they keep making the same decisions over and over again. They don't call you back, or you hear something discouraging. And right there in that moment, you have a choice. Do I go back into fear, start overthinking, or try to step in and fix or control it? Or do I stay where I already stood my ground in prayer? It says in Ephesians 6 and 13, after you have done everything, to stand, not to restart, not panic, not take control back, but stand. Standing is not doing nothing. Standing is choosing peace when your emotions wants to rise and be all over the place. Choosing trust when your thoughts want to be uh, up and down. Choosing restraint when you want to react. It's like planting a seed. You don't dig it up every day to check if it's growing, do you? Because if you keep digging it up, you interrupt the process. So every time you go back into fear, you're emotionally digging up what you already placed in God's hands. This is not about getting it right or perfect. It's about recognizing the patterns and choosing to do differently the next time. So when something triggers you, I want you to pause and ask yourself, am I about to respond from faith or from fear? And then you have to remind yourself, I've already prayed about it and I'm not going to pick it back up. I know that there were moments I had to literally stop myself and say, nope, I already gave this to God. I'm not going back into fear over this. Trusting God is not proven in your prayer, it's proven in your consistency afterward. after you pray. So if you've been praying and standing and you're not seeing any change yet, don't let that convince you that nothing's happening. Stay in alignment with what you already declared and prayed about, because this is the part where your faith is being strengthened and tested. And if you're in that space right now where you're doing everything that you know to do, but you're still struggling to stay steady in it, that is exactly what I help parents walk through. You don't have to carry any of this alone.